today I'm going to be talking about something very interesting. And I titled this one, Understanding the Disguise. Understanding the Disguise. So I like to think that blessings and opportunities come in various forms. More so, they come in disguises. And most times, these disguises come marked in struggles, right? And it is ultimately up to us to understand and differentiate which is what, right? So don't get me wrong. I'm a firm believer in succeeding and reaching goals without having to struggle, but more often than not, right, struggle is a part of the process, right? Things do not really come easy these days. It's more difficult if you are a dreamer and you have big goals and huge standards, right? It becomes much more difficult. And I will use an analogy that I think we can all relate with today, which is the story of the butterfly. A butterfly is born and it has 4 phases. The first phase is it's an egg, then it becomes a caterpillar, then a pupa, then finally an adult. We get to see the adult butterfly, beautiful wings, beautiful colors, all nice and looking so nice. And we're like, oh, wow, the butterfly is so amazing. And we appreciate and we admire the butterflies. But I have never seen anybody who sees the butterfly in the caterpillar phase and says, oh, look, that's a very beautiful caterpillar. As a matter of fact, people are scared of the caterpillar and they even try to kill it when they see it. But we forget that the caterpillar is leading up to the butterfly. Why do I say this, right? We have to trust the process, and one of the most interesting part of the butterfly's life cycle, it's when it's transiting from the pupa to the caterpillar phase, right? When a butterfly is in the caterpillar phase, it just stops. It just eats. That's all it does. It eats and eats and eats and eats and eats, and it just keeps on eating. It eats until the point where it has stored enough food, and it begins to transform itself into a pupa. And this is a caterpillar transforming into a pupa, right? And this is where the real struggle happens, where the butterfly has to metamorphose, right? Undergoing remarkable transformation, changing its body, shedding its skin, right? To turn into this butterfly that we would in turn love. You see, with your regular eyesight, right? With your first thoughts, when you see a butterfly struggling, turning from a caterpillar to a pupa, trying to break its cocoon, right? The first thing that we might want to do is to help it, or say, oh, let's see how we can help this butterfly break out and ease the struggle, But if you understand, you know that the butterfly has to go through this struggle, right? The butterfly has to go through this struggle because that's the only way the butterfly can push the fluids from its body into its wings, to strengthen its wings to even begin to know how to fly. The butterfly needs to go through this process because that is the only way the butterfly can fly, right? That's the only way the butterfly can reach maturity. That's the only way the butterfly can learn the lessons that it needs to succeed in the outside world as a butterfly. And just like the butterfly, really, we are very similar. When I say we, I mean human beings, right? The process is the most important part of the journey, right? Because there is really no destination in life, right? The more we have, the more we want. And the more we want, the more we try to get some more. So there is really no destination. However, we have a journey. And the most important part of it is to enjoy the journey, appreciate it while you have it, even though it gets difficult. One thing I strongly believe is that everything is rigged in our favor, right? So we have to trust the process. That is our only job. Trust the process, hold the vision, do not doubt yourself, drop the excuses, remember who you are, trust the process, bet on yourself, dare to do mighty things. And most importantly, guys, in all that we do this week, this month in our life, we should always remember to do the absolute most and keep it going. So with these few words of mine, I'll leave you now. I wish you all a very interesting week, a very good week, filled with good energy, good vibes, lollipop moments, and I'll catch you next week. Have a wonderful one, guys.
Patricia, Crypto Made Easy.